Can you guys hear me? Hello? Hello.
How's it going? Good. How are you? Good.
Let's be called to order. I'd like to welcome everybody else tonight on this March 10th, 2026 Kershaw County Council meeting. We've been called to order. We'll have an invocation and pledge by Councilman Brant Tomlinson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Please bow your heads as we go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for this opportunity today for us to come together to serve Kershaw County and the citizens of our county. Please give us the knowledge, the wisdom, and the guidance to make decisions that are best for the county. And please let everybody get home safely. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I just want to confirm that we have Mr. Tucker and Mr. Jones participating remotely. Are you there, gentlemen?
Tucker is.
Thank you, Mr. Tucker. Mr. Jones? Yeah, okay, may have hopped off. And I think Mr. Browse will be joining us a little bit later from a business meeting. Next up on the agenda is adoption of the agenda. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion we adopt the agenda.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on the agenda? Seeing none, we'll move it to a vote. All in favor of adopting the agenda, raise your hand. Ms. Hannah, it's unanimous for those who are present and voting. Mr. Tucker, how do you vote remotely?
Vote yes.
It's unanimous for those who are voting. Ms. Hannah. Next item on the agenda is item 5A. We have a beautiful group here tonight and many families, and I'd like to see if we have a motion on this proclamation.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion we adopt the proclamation as listed in the packet.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second?
Mr. Chair, I yield.
Mr. Cato has the second. Any discussion, or should we
Can we
move to a
call it
vote?
to a vote and then do the discussion?
We'll call it for a vote. All in favor who are present, raise your hand. It's unanimous in favor for those who are present. Mr. Tucker, how do you vote remotely?
Vote yes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, it's unanimous by those who are voting. Ms. Hannah, for the record, Mr. Shoemake, you have the floor.
So if it is all right, Mr. Chairman, what I'd like to do is read the proclamation and then invite some of the students up and potentially
Yes,
the
sir.
family to speak. Proclamation in honor of Samantha Gladden and Mary Ann Large. Whereas Samantha Gladden and Mary Ann Large were beloved daughters, loving sisters, students, and friends whose lives touched many throughout Lugoff, Elgin, and all of Kershaw County. Whereas Samantha was known for her loving spirit, her kindness, and her dedication to the arts, serving as a talented member of the Lugoff Elgin High School band program and marching band community, where she practiced hard and cared deeply for those around her. During her winter guard years, she played the flute for LE Concert Band since the 6th grade and made the Utopia varsity team in 7th grade. She was also captain of the marching band color guard in the 10th grade with plans to continue after graduation. Whereas Mary Ann was an exceptional student at Lugoff Elgin High School who was pursuing an early graduation with honors and had already begun preparing for a future devoted to teaching and caring for children through her work in the early childhood education program at WTC. Mary Ann was a country girl at heart and found joy being in nature, hunting, and running dogs. She also enjoyed reading, drawing, music, children, and being with her family. Whereas both young women brought joy to their families, classmates, and community. Whereas the Lugoff Elgin High School class of 2026 has chosen to honor the memory of Samantha and Mary Ann in a meaningful and lasting way through the installation of 2 memorial benches at the front entrance of the high school, ensuring their presence will remain part of the school community for generations of students to come. Whereas these memorial benches are modeled after the historic Charleston Battery benches that have lined the waterfront since the 1800s, with the ironwork cast from the original molds featuring designs inspired by native South Carolina wildlife. Whereas the wooden cypress slats and memorial plaques for these benches were crafted locally in Lugoff, reflecting the pride, craftsmanship, and community spirit of Kershaw County. Whereas through this tribute, the students of Lugoff Elgin High School demonstrate the very best of our community, honoring friendship, remembering those they have lost, and ensuring that a compassion and remembrance remain part of the school's story. Whereas the memories of Samantha and Mary Ann continue to live on in the hearts of their classmates, teachers, families, and the entire Kershaw County community. Now therefore, be it resolved, Kershaw County Council proudly dedicates this 10th day of March 2026 as Samantha Gladden and Mary Ann Large Day in Kershaw County, South Carolina, in their honor.
Thank you, Mr. Shoemake. Any other discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I do believe we have a representative of the senior class who happens to be my daughter, the senior class president, who has some remarks, and then I'd like to invite any of the family up to speak if they'd like.
Ms. Shoemake.
Several years ago, one of my friends, Samantha Gladden, took her own life. Then, the following school year, another one of my friends, Marianne Large, passed the same way. Hearing the news of both of their passings was devastating and shocking, and to this day, it still feels unreal. Both Sam and Marianne were people who bettered my life in significant ways, and I would not be the person that I am today had I not met them. They showed me how to remain positive and friendly in a world riddled with negativity. I know that I'm not the only person who saw the light inside of them and was inspired by it. I would like to honor that light forever. On behalf of the graduating class of 2026, I am donating these 2 memorial benches that you see right here to be placed at the entryway of Lugoff Elgin High School on a symbol of the impact that Sam and Marianne had on the school and on the people inside of it. These 2 benches that you see before you will replace the current red benches at the school's entryway. They will be 6 feet long, wooden, with plaques that state in loving memory of Sam and Marianne. These benches are planned to be unveiled on Friday, March 13th at Lugoff Elgin High School with just the families and anyone that they may choose to invite. I would like to thank those who made this project possible, that being Mr. Corey Wright and the staff at Lugoff Elgin High School, Roy's Wood Products in Lugoff along with Councilman Brazel, Connell Law Firm in Lugoff along with Chairman Connell, Charleston Battery Bench Company, Jada Diaz, the student body president, who is unfortunately not able to be here today but was a huge collaborator in this project, and Flowers for Any Occasion in Lugoff for donating these beautiful bouquets that you see in front of you. I would also like to thank the family of Samantha Gladden and of Marianne Large for allowing me to create this project and to honor their daughters in such beautiful ways. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Shoemake. Mr. Shoemake, you still have the floor.
Would just like to invite, if any of the family members of either Samantha or Marianne would like to speak, they are not compelled to, but I wanted to extend that opportunity for them.
Certainly, if any of the family members have anything to share. Yes, sir.
I'll try. I want to thank everybody involved in this program and what y'all do for the kids in the county. I've spent a few years coaching ball here in Kershaw County, and I'm glad to see that this year program is continuing to look after our children. We need all the help we can get, and again, I appreciate all of y'all just doing this. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And we do need all the help we can get, every one of us. Anyone else wishing to speak? Yes, ma'am.
I just want to say thank you, I'm Marianne's mom, and this will really give us somewhere to go and for everybody to remember them at.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Any of the other
Yeah, and
family
I
members?
appreciate if you get a text out to make sure I'm on.
Mr. Brazel?
Thank you.
We're in the middle.
Jimmy.
Mr. Jones,
I know you are, but
we're in the middle of
was trying to
Mr. Jones, please yield for a second. We're in the middle of comments by family members related to the public proclamation. You'll have a moment to speak in just a moment, okay?
Also enjoyed reading.
If you could mute your phone, we can hear everything. Thank you, sir. Any other family members wishing to speak? Thank you for your bravery in getting up and sharing those heartfelt remarks. Council members, any other discussion?
I just to sort of close out, I just want to thank the family for coming. Obviously, this is I can't imagine the difficulty you guys must bear with this, but know that I can tell you in our own household that, Marianne and Samantha have both loomed large, and, this project wasn't, Abby came to us with this project and this idea really even before she was ever president of the senior class. She wanted to honor these young ladies, and you'll have a place you can go and their memories are going to live on. No one's going to forget their names.
Thank you, Mr. Shoemake, for organizing this and for your comments as well. Council members who were present, any other discussion?
I just want to commend the
Yes, sir.
senior class of LE and for coming up with a project such as this. It's awesome to see that our young people still have a heart for one another. So I thank you and commend you for this. And to the family, my deepest condolences, and at least maybe the memory of these two young ladies can live on at Lugoff Elgin High School. Thank y'all for being here tonight.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cato. Mr. Tomlinson?
Mr. Chairman, thank you. God bless. Time does not make anything easier. This is a huge symbol of what Kershaw County is, a community coming together with the senior class of Lugoff Elgin High School. I commend you, and my deepest condolences to the family. I know that time does not change anything, but the community is here for you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Tomlinson. Mr. Tucker, do you have any comments or discussion remotely?
Yes, sir. And Mr. Jones is online with me too, Mr. Chairman, so I'll have to unmute for the both of us.
Okay.
But what I would like to say is thank you to Chairman Carnell, Councilman Brazel, and Councilman Shoemaker. I won't call him Shoemaker tonight. But I really want to say thanks to Miss Abby and the senior class. I'm in that club of a parent who has lost a child for whatever reason. And I know how those parents may feel. And as the other council members have said, time doesn't cure it. But I appreciate my niece Abby and her team doing an exceptional job of not forgetting those who are no longer with us, who made a difference in our lives, in our careers, in our communities. That's what we have to do more of. Let's love up on one another and care for one another and support one another. So thanks again. Great job.
Thank you, Mr. Tucker. Mr. Jones, any comments or discussion remotely? Hearing none, I'll just close with a few comments. One of the most powerful statements I've heard in relation to loss is that grief is all the love that you never got to share. And so please recognize that the intensity of the grief or the pain that you might feel reflects all the love you had for that child or that individual or friend or family member, and embrace it. My heart goes out to you. And as a graduate of Lugoff Elgin High School some 26 roughly years ago, I can't think of anything else I'd rather have marking the entryway to the high school that taught me so much. Thank you very much, Mr. Wright, for approving this as well and having these benches and really signals to everyone to minister to one another at Lugoff Elgin High School. We appreciate that. Mr. Brazel?
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Tucker.
Mr. Jones is online. I'm not sure if he wants to speak or not.
Yes, sir, Mr. Jones. Sammy, that's the second time we've given him an opportunity. I haven't been able to hear from him.
Okay. Yeah.
Mr.
Okay,
Brazel.
thank you.
Mr. Brazel on item number 5A.
Is he done? Thank you. My apologies for my tardiness. I had two conflicts that neither one would budge, so got here just as quick as I could. I would like to say that to the families, God bless you. I hope that in doing this proclamation and these benches that you're able to find strength and peace through Christ, and that it's an absolute honor to be able to offer these to the community and the families. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brazel. Mr. Jones.
Chairman.
Yes, sir. Good. Mr. Jones.
Thank you. I apologize. I think I'm on now. No question. I agree with Council's remarks 150%. Thoughts and prayers go out with these families, and I absolutely appreciate Council doing this. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. And in closing, I'll just say, with Easter right around the corner, we have great hope in the resurrection.
Amen.
With that, Mr. Shoemake, did you say the benches were going to stay, or someone going to
So
move
the
them?
benches will be moved, but I wanted to invite the school officials up and the family up if they'd like for a picture with the proclamation. And then
Certainly, we have a proclamation. Anyone who's comfortable and wants to come up, family members or school officials, please come up near the benches and around the benches. Crowd in, we'll get a picture for this event.
Mr. Shoemaker, make sure you smile for me.
Council members online, we're taking a quick picture. I'll let you know when we're off.
Yes, sir.
Just filter on in, just like that. Yes, ma'am. I'll tell him.
Unless y'all, yeah, I think there's, yeah, a lot of family here tonight. Let's move these forward. If the kids want to sit in them, it's okay. It's okay for y'all to do whatever you like, okay? You okay? You got enough room there? I'm gonna get out there. Yeah, I'm working to get in first.
Y'all feel free to sit down, come on in. Y'all can make it 2 rows back here, have somebody filter in back here. Come on in.
All right, y'all arranged now? Everybody good? All right, 1, 2, 3. Keep looking.
Thank y'all, we'll make sure you get copies, okay?
God bless y'all.
We'll make sure you get copies. That's all. Pictures.
Here, let's get the, yeah, let's get them.
Hand it to Shoemaker, and he'll make sure it gets to the right family member.
Y'all need help?
Yeah, we get, Daniel. Daniel probably get them further,
Again, thank you so much to the family members, to the friends, to the school administrators who helped make this happen, and the council members as well that participated. We're just clearing out the benches right now. Family members, feel free to take a moment to clear out yourselves. You don't have to stay for the rest of the meeting if you don't want to. Council members, thanks so much for your assistance with that proclamation and supporting the family as they continue to mourn. All right, that will put us back onto the agenda. We're on item number 6, public comments. Mr. DeBose, do we have anyone signed up for public comments?
There are 4 speakers this night, tonight. First speaker is Tom Webb, subject is Scalia.
Mr. Webb, yes, sir.
I know we're not allowed to make comments, but what a welcome return.
Yay.
Good to see you, Mr. Webb.
Y'all haven't been seeing much of me lately. I had to borrow my wife's car to get here. Only reason I was able to get it because she wanted something from town. My SUV has been broken down for about a year now. a terribly complicated mess of computers and wires and fuel injectors. Fuel injectors would cost $400 if they come from China, a lot more if they came from somewhere else. It's a shame, but Trump is doing some deregulating. Be nice if eventually some company would start making automobiles again with points and carburetors. It wouldn't be near as expensive to maintain. It worked really good for a long time, from World War I right on through Vietnam, points and carburetors. And the reason automobiles may be cleaner now is because the catalytic converter didn't have anything to do with the computer. And the reason they get better mileage is they're lighter and they have more gears. My son has a Patriot, a Jeep Patriot, I think it is. Got 5 forward gears. Used to be you only had 3. Anyway, that's probably wishful thinking on my part, and we'll never get back to points and carburetors. It's a shame, though. But I proclaimed February to be Who Killed Antonin Scalia, the Supreme Court Justice. And I'm a few days late, but I'm here to mention it again. Don't want to forget him. He went hunting down in West Texas on a tremendous ranch, 35,000 acres, Cibola Creek Ranch. And he didn't come for breakfast. They found him dead in bed with a pillow on his face. So I thought maybe it was an assassination. People say, oh, you wouldn't find anybody assassinating a Supreme Court justice. But he was pretty important. He was a very important person to our country and to the world because of our country. He had the ability to sway the other people on court, had a good sense of humor, and he was an originalist. He said the Constitution means what it says, and that's that. He didn't need to stretch it or do anything to it. So there are other strange circumstances associated with his death, like he didn't get an autopsy, one of the most important people in the country, and he didn't get an autopsy. Seems really strange. So people would say, though, why would you think he was assassinated? Well, there were assassinations before, and there have been plenty of them since. People trying to assassinate. Trump had his ear assassinated. Charlie Kirk was assassinated. That CEO on the streets, I think it was New York, Menangioli, I can't remember his name now, but he shot him in the back with a pistol with a silencer. And I would say some very important people have been killed or been threatened, tried to kill. But there are some normal people, too, who have disappeared under unusual circumstances. All human beings and all. It's terrible to have somebody assassinated. Anyway, I guess that very well covers what I wanted to say today. I'm complaining about my vehicle being broken down, and I wanted to remind y'all of Antonin Scalia, a really fine fella, dead and gone 10 years, and I'm not satisfied with any kind of investigation. The pillow on his face may have been a threat by the assassin. Don't investigate too much. And after all this time, there's still loose ends. It's not tied up. Who knows what happened? I still ask the question, who killed Antonin Scalia?
Thank you, Mr. Webb. Mr. DuBose, who's next?
Next speaker is Ann Newell. EMS is the subject.
Ms. Newell.
Good evening. How are y'all guys doing? And ladies? Got to get more ladies up here. Here's a copy of everything we're talking about. As I said, my name is Ann, and I'm here tonight as a concerned resident of this district. I have several questions and concerns that I believe deserves answers from this counselor. First, I would like to formally request that Kershaw County Council conduct a study on the number of registered voters in our district. Along with that, I believe it is equally important to conduct a study comparing the number of primary residents in our district today versus 5 years ago or 10 years ago.
Ma'am, just which district?
Oh, sorry, Liberty Hill.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
District
Please,
6.
please go ahead.
Sorry. Where did I get? Our community has grown and changed, and decisions have been made today should be based on accurate and current data. My question to the council is simple. Why hasn't this type of study already been conducted before making major decisions that impact our little town, Liberty Hill, South Carolina? Second, I want to address what appears to be a serious imbalance of priorities. Recently, this council voted on projects involving millions of dollars for recreation parks and other amenities. While recreation is important, it should never be at the expense of essential services that protect lives. Our EMS service are not luxury, they are a necessity. When someone calls for help in a medical emergency, minutes matter. Delay in response times can literally mean the difference between life and death. It is deeply concerning to many of us that emergency services appear to be sacrificed or underfunded with recreation projects moving forward. Finally, Kershaw County has 6 districts. If resources are being allocated fairly across the county, then the budget should reflect 1/6 of EMS funding and resourcing being directed to our district. Our residents deserve the same level of emergency protection as any other district in this county. At the end of the day, this is about accountability, transparency, and the safety of the people who live here. We deserve answers. We deserve to know that our council is prioritizing the basic safety and needs to its citizens before anything else.
Thank you for coming out, Ms. Newell. Appreciate having you. Mr. DeBose.
Next speaker is Lee Reed. Budgeting is the subject.
Mr. Reed.
Chairman and council, thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
I want to kind of follow up a little bit on what Ann had to say. I sent a message to Councilman Brazel earlier this week, and I'm going to pick and choose a little bit from that message to share with you. I was curious about the Bethune Recycle Center office construction approved at the meeting last. So I dropped by the county offices last week to investigate a bit further in light of a $91,600 price tag. I obtained and reviewed the drawings and specs, and very candidly, I and others in the community are disturbed by the appropriations for the project, and by extension, what it might mean for cost and approval of future projects. The recently approved Bethune's Recycle Center office, a simple 12.5 by 20 foot, 250 square foot building on CMU blocks with office, restroom, closet, and storage. Internal facilities appear ADA compliant, while the outside access, as quoted, does not appear to be ADA compliant. I may be incorrect, but that is how I interpret ADA compliance, since this is a raised building with only stairs to access the office. Specs call for guttering on the entry side only. Formal specifications call for guttering on the entry side only. But the approved plans include guttering on the front and back with multiple downspouts, 4 to be exact. Standard for a roof this approximate size is 1, possibly 2 downspouts, not 4, as approved. The 1.5-ton HVAC split system appears substantially oversized for this building. 1.5 tons equals approximately 18,000 BTUs per hour of cooling capacity, whereas 6,000 to 9,000 BTUs per hour should be sufficient unless extenuating circumstances. In that case, 9,000 to 12,000 BTUs should be more than sufficient. County agreed to provide contractor a dumpster for existing building disposal and debris, and also to transport said debris to the county landfill at the county cost, an additional and unquantified cost of the project. County administrator indicated at the last meeting that this not only is being built to provide a restroom facility, but it is a shelter-in-place facility for employees. By definition, a shelter-in-place facility indicates a structure designed for people to remain safely protected during hazardous events, severe weather, security threats, wildfire smoke, and so on. I'm not sure one can legitimately classify this structure built on CMU blocks off the ground as a shelter-in-place facility for anything other than rain, snow, and maybe a little hail. All in all, the Simple Recycle Center is being built for use by mostly part-time employees at a cost of $366.38 per square foot. Put that in perspective, average new construction residential in Kershaw County is $150 to $225 per square foot, typical. $225 to $350 high-end custom, 350 to 600, very high-end luxury, rare. And this building's being bid for 366.38. The current median price of a house in the county is $166 per square foot. I think it is fair to say that we have a disconnect. This is not intended to be a complaint or to badger, but rather a documented review and a clear statement that we must do a better job, more thorough job evaluating and utilizing our financial resources for the good of all Kershaw County residents. Did Bethune need this new building? Maybe. Either that or renovation to the existing structure, which doesn't appear to have been a consideration. Again, that's all I know. Hopeful takeaway. Because a bid is the lowest of all available bids does not make it reasonable or even acceptable. As best I can tell, $366.38 per square foot for a simple $250 or 250 square foot building is not reasonable, is not rational, nor should it be acceptable to the people of Kershaw County, especially in light of other more significant needs that impact hundreds, if not thousands, of lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. Mr. DeBose, who's the fourth person?
Final speaker is Benjamin Garnett. The subject is Columbia Green, I believe.
Mr. Garnett. Yes, sir.
Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you for taking the time. My name is Benjamin Garnett. I'm a resident of Lugoff. Lived there a couple of years now since my family and I moved in here and transferred in to work at Fort Jackson. I have a couple of kids in the Lugoff Elgin High School. Chris is about to finish his sophomore year. Allison is about to finish her senior year. I wasn't aware of the proclamation and what was happening at the beginning of this meeting when I came in. So for that, just an aside, that is somebody who also lost a classmate during my senior year of college. I appreciate your attention. And sorry, I only saw her up here for about 15 seconds, but very impressive young lady, your daughter. She has a lot to be proud of. I'm here tonight to put the nonprofit organization of Columbia Green on your radar. This is a 501c3 down in Columbia with many tree planting related and environmental goals. And one of their programs is one that I'm very interested in as a resident of Lugoff. It's called Beat the Heat. It's a partnership that currently exists between them and the city of Columbia and several other municipalities in the area to give away shade trees native to the area to property owners in Greater Columbia and surrounding areas, which could include Kershaw County, to reduce amounts of urban heat, improve air quality, all of the benefits of having more trees planted that I won't list here because there are other people who could do it better than I can. Since the program's kickoff in July of 2024, they've given away over 1,550 trees to property owners in Greater Columbia. I stumbled upon this program just about a year ago, and I signed up on the sign-up button, and that's when they replied to me and said that they needed an agreement with the municipality in which I reside before they would be able to bring trees to constituents or residents of those areas. They have participation agreements right now with several municipalities, including City of Columbia, West Columbia, Casey, most of Richland County. And I've talked to them in detail about a couple of other projects that I'm trying to get started on Fort Jackson concurrently. And I have, if I can pass it on for your review, a sample memorandum of understanding between Columbia Green and insert counterparty here for your review, if this is something that you would like to
You can just hand it to staff. We'll make sure we get a copy.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
They're working out some modifications and updates to their program now so that next year they'll be able to fulfill tree orders for everyone outside of Richland County and surrounding areas. It's just, I think, as far as I'm aware, it's an agreement on the municipality part to pick up trees from the city once or twice a year and then transport them to the location. And I believe Columbia Green does the rest. But that's the memorandum. Their contact information is available. I hope it's something you'll consider.
Mr. Garnett, thanks so much for coming out tonight.
Thanks for your time.
Appreciate you. And thanks, everyone, for coming out tonight for public comments. One matter before we move on to the minutes. I'd like to give Mr. Brazel and Mr. Jones an opportunity to reconcile their support for the proclamation on 5A, to have their vote included if they so choose on 5A in support.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Jones, on 5A,
Yes.
would you like to have the vote amended to
Yes.
include your support? Yes, a yes. Okay,
Yes,
so we're
'cause I
fully,
was-
We're fully unanimous, Mr. Parler. Mr. DeBose, hold my hand if there's any other procedural requirement. I think council fully consents. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, that takes us to approval of the minutes. Do we have a motion on the minutes?
I'll move that we adopt the minutes.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion on the minutes? Seeing no discussion, we'll have a vote. For those who are in person first, raise your hand if you're in support. It's unanimous for those who are in person. Remotely, we'll go first to Mr. Jones. How do you vote on the minutes?
In favor.
That's a yes from Mr. Jones remotely. Mr. Tucker, how do you vote on the minutes?
Yes.
That's a yes from Mr. Tucker remotely. Ms. Hannah, it's unanimous. The minutes are approved. This takes us to item number 9A, Planning and Zoning Commission, various appointments on the agenda. Mr. Tomlinson, is there a motion?
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion that we appoint Miss Jackie Montgomery to Planning Commission.
Is there a second?
I'll second. Sorry, I'll second.
All right, we have a second from Mr. Shoemaker. Any discussion on the appointment?
Just wanted to say that appreciate Jackie's willingness to serve, and we've had the opportunity to have her join us on Smart Growth Committee, and she's provided a lot of good insight and taught us a lot of things, and I think is going to be a great asset to Planning Commission.
And I got way ahead of myself. I just noticed I checked the boxes. I was crying on 5A. And I missed the EMS presentation. All right, so any other discussion? We'll bounce back in the agenda. Any other discussion on Jackie Montgomery? No?
Sorry, that was the delay for my second, because I was looking at the thing.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I had a tear in my eye, and I was checking things like crazy down here.
I mean, I know our EMS folks like to dress up, but I didn't figure there's, for the,
We're not bypassing you. Mr. DeBose, you should have called me out, honestly. Okay. Any other discussion on Ms. Montgomery? Seeing none from those who are present, any discussion remotely?
Mr. Chairman, Sandy.
Yes, sir.
I just want to say to Brent, thank you, great appointment, and thank Ms. Montgomery for being willing to serve.
Thank you, Mr. Tucker. Mr. Jones, any discussion on the appointment? Hearing none, we'll move it to a vote. For those who are present, all in favor on the appointment on 9A, raise your hand. It's unanimous for those who are present. Mr. Tucker, how do you vote on 9A?
Yes.
That's a yes remotely for Mr. Tucker. Mr. Jones, how do you vote remotely on 9A? Do we still have Mr. Jones? Jimmy, if you're trying to communicate, we're unable to hear you at the moment. And so we won't record that vote. It's 6 in favor for those who are voting. Thank you, Ms. Hannah. All right, gentlemen, if you'll let me catch up with myself, let's go to item number 7A. This is a presentation related to EMS put on by the county administrator. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Mr. Shoemaker has a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of having this public presentation, raise your hand for those who are present. It's unanimous in favor for those who are present. Mr. Tucker, how do you vote on the EMS presentation?
I'll vote yes.
That's a yes remotely for Mr. Tucker. Mr. Jones, if you're able to hear us, how do you vote? Still unable to hear Mr. Jones, so that'll be 6 in favor, Ms. Hannah, for the record of those who are voting. Mr. Administrator.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of council. This presentation was, this is a little truncated from what was given to the Finance Committee, but it has some interesting facts and data as well, and I think it's actually timely in light of our last meeting and some of our public comments with just sharing with the county at large, just some deeper information from what I consider the most important department we have at the county. It's a very complex department as it relates to, just providing medical care. So I'm going to ask Will Glover to come up. He's our Emergency Services Director, and he has a presentation to give, and feel free to ask any questions you may have.
Yes, sir, Mr. Director. Thank you.
Chairman, members of council, thank you for this. I got Chief Edge behind me, so he'll keep me straight if I get offline. So this
Councilman Jones, can you hear us?
Yes.
Hey,
I can,
we were losing you in and out. just making sure you're good.
I mean, I can't hear nothing. I can't see nothing going on. And my phone just absolutely just dropped it. I don't know why.
Okay, we got you back now. If you want to hit your mute, um, Director Chief Glover's about to give us a presentation.
Yes, sir.
All right, so like Mr. Templer said, this was part of the budgetary presentation that we gave to the Finance Committee. Trimmed a little bit out of it, but a statistical update, based off of some previous years' data. So of course, I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. Everybody knows it's Kershaw County, 740 square miles. The estimated population in 2024 was 71,698. That was an increase of 2.5% from 2023, and since the 2020 census, that was a 9.4% increase. So, in 4 years, a 9.4% increase is moving up pretty quickly. This graph right here is the population per fire district for Kershaw County derived from the 2020 census data, okay? We don't have anything that we can update this until we do another census because of how they gather the information and the granular level. Our GIS department has helped us out tremendously, and so this map shows, and I know some of it may be hard to read just because of the font, but this shows you the general population of each fire district across the county, from Camden to Buffalo to Beaver Creek to Blaney or Elgin district. And I'll leave that there for a minute for y'all can look at it. This shows that Highway 1 corridor coming from Columbia is what has been booming, in terms of population. Is everybody good with that one? I didn't want to move it too quickly.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just making sure. Kind of derived from that, like I said, we can't get more data as far as population until we do another census, but what we can do is track the number of residents. So these are the number of residents within each fire district. Again, this does count multiple, say, mobile homes on one piece of property. I don't have the answer yet about if it counts the multiple apartments per building. So if there's 30 units to an apartment, I don't know if that counts in this or not. But I do know if there's one parcel with 3 or 4 mobile homes on it, it does capture that. So you can see the distribution across the county per fire district of how many residents, how many homes are in each district. So trying to gauge this moving forward, we look at the new permits per district coming into the county. With GIS's help, they broke this map out. I might need to make some of the numbers bigger for all of our eyes. But the deeper the red, the more permits there are. So you can see where most of the permits have been pulled. I don't have the data for the town of Elgin or city of Camden. We don't track that in-house. I'll have to get that from them. So that's why those areas are just completely clear and don't have a number on top of them. But you can see where the most permits have been pulled in the past 5 years. I'm sorry. Everybody good with that one, or y'all still stick?
Yes, sir.
This is call volume per district for EMS. So we track call volume per district. This is the past, since 2019 call volume. You can see the percent change in one column to the right, and then you can see the percent of total call volume across the whole county. When you look at number of residents, population, and then, so Elgin, Lugoff, and Camden were the highest populated districts. Of course, they're going to have the highest call volume within those districts. I'll give y'all some time. Just let me know if y'all are ready to click forward.
You can go ahead.
Okay. 2024 heat map versus 2025 heat map. The type of heat map is slightly different as far as how it shows up on the map itself, but you can tell population, call volume, that trend on the Highway 1 corridor from Richland County moving through Camden, going north. Not tremendous amount of change from one year to the other and where the most calls are. These are the average response times to each district. As we've noted, the more rural areas do have the highest response times. And, you know, some of the other areas are lower where our units are pre-positioned. Diving into the response times again, last year we ran about over 10,000 calls, bumping up to 11,000. Out of those, we had 143 calls that we had a greater than 30-minute response time to. And you can see the calls spread out per district on that bar graph on the left, and then on the right, 13 calls with a greater than 45-minute response times. Multiple things can play into this. We're diving into this data and research a little bit more. Some of it is distance. Some of it is we were staging because the scene was not secure, depending on whether it was assault, whatever it may have been. So sometimes we have to stage until law enforcement secures the scene, and they have to come from different areas of the county and work to secure the scene. So multiple different reasons for this, but we're deep diving into those numbers also. And I believe that's the last slide. So that's pretty much the data presentation from the Finance Committee for everyone's benefit.
Thank you, Mr. Glover. Any discussion, council members who are present? Any discussion from council members who are remote? Mr. Jones?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chair.
Oh, Mr. Tucker?
Yes, sir, I yield. I would like for Mr. Glover or even Mr. Edge, I don't know if he mentioned, what was our difference in our no coverage area from last year, 2020, well, year before last, 2024 and 2025?
Are you speaking about Medic 5? So
Yes.
our station in Bethune, and I may have that directly in front of me, so I don't misspeak.
What I'm speaking about is when we weren't covered because we were just that booked up there, but we were somewhere else servicing, and we didn't have that area covered for how many hours or days?
Yeah, in 2023, EMS 5, which is the station out on Porter Road that covers Bethune, Buffalo, Mount Pisgah, Cassett. 2023, it was shut down 85 days. 2024, we reduced that to 12 days, I believe, and then in 2025, we reduced it to a couple hours. So we've been positively making sure that unit stays up to try to cover those areas in the Buffalo area. So compared to several years ago, that unit used to get shut down quite often because of staffing issues and different things. Here recently, we've been able to keep that unit up a whole lot more than previously. So we've narrowed it down to hours.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tucker. Mr. Jones, any discussion remotely?
None.
Chairman, just
Thank you,
one,
Mr. Jones. Mr. Brazel?
just one question. And this can be for the director and our administrator. Have we explored the mobile OPFOR deployable medical units as a stopgap for the rural communities?
Mr. Templer, you want me to? Yeah. Okay. I did get an email, I think, pushed to me from somebody with that information on there, but I have not had a chance to dive into it as much as I would need to see how that would fit into our scheme and how we could respond here.
Okay. Mr. Administrator, we had talked briefly about setting up a Zoom call, and it's I think it's $185,000, and it's basically a 15-minute setup deployable unit that could be used anywhere in the community. Would you be interested in at least having a Zoom meeting to find out if that's something we can utilize?
Yes, and based on our conversation, we're going to get with staff and have them kind of think about it. And I really think, however it would be deployed, I think there's uses beyond that. It could be a multiple unit. Main thing I think about is, like when the tornado hit North Central, should have that have been at 3 o'clock, in the afternoon, that would have been a markedly different scene. So something like that could be very useful in a situation like that as well. So very interested in it.
One thing I do want to mention, in the big beautiful bill, there were funding for these opportunities, and I think that the deadline may be the end of March for the grant, and the company can assist with the grant writing capabilities, and I think all that's in the email. So if we're genuinely interested, I would think we need to get involved pretty quick. I'm happy to facilitate any kind of conversation. All I want to do is make an introduction and get out of y'all's way. So happy to do that anytime. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brazel. Any other discussion, council members? Seeing none, Mr. Glover, thank you so much. Mr. Administrator, anything else to add?
No, sir, I appreciate the time, and if y'all want any of these slides for any of your edification, we'd be happy to pass them.
I personally like a copy if you'd send them out to
Sure,
council.
yes.
That was some useful data. I know we were asking about it last meeting. Thank you, Mr. Glover. All right, back to appointments. Under 9B, back on the agenda, Board of Zoning Appeals. Looks like we have a couple of motions here. Gentlemen, you can take them as you will. Mr. Tomlinson?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we appoint Mr. Ed Corey to the Board of Zoning Appeals.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Any discussion?
Appreciate Mr. Corey's willingness to serve. This has been a board that we've had some openings on, and Mr. Corey is anxious and eager to serve, so I appreciate his willingness.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Any further discussion from those present? Seeing none, any discussion from those who are remote? Mr. Tucker will take you first.
No question, I vote yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Mr. Jones, any discussion? Hearing none, we'll take Mr. Tucker's vote as yes for the record. Ms. Hannah, and for those who are present, all in favor of the appointment, raise your hand. Ms. Hannah, it's unanimous for those who are present and voting as well. So that's 6 total votes in favor. We have another matter for appointment on the Board of Zoning Appeals. Mr. Cato, do you have a motion?
I do. We'll take these individually. First, I would like to nominate Miss Amy Udi to be reappointed, and she is with us. Would you stand for us, please?
Thank you, Ms. Amy.
She is a reappointment. She has done an outstanding job for us, and it's my recommendation that we reappoint Miss Amy Udi.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second. Any further discussion, Mr. Cato?
None.
Any discussion from those council members who are present?
We're glad you're here tonight with us. Thank you. That shows us that you really are taking what you're doing seriously, so we appreciate that very much.
She's been back there smiling big as
She
day
has.
the whole time. Mr. Tucker, any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I vote yes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Tucker. Mr. Jones, any discussion? Hearing none, we'll take Mr. Tucker's vote as yes remotely. Ms. Hannah, and for those who are present and voting, raise your hand in favor. It's unanimous in favor, so that's 6 votes in favor. Ms. Hannah. Mr. Cato, are there any more motions?
I have one other, Chairman. Miss Ashley Huff, also to the Board of Zoning and Appeals. This is also a reappointment. She is not with us tonight. I don't see her. She is not with us tonight, but she has also done an outstanding job, and I ask that the council reappoint her to this position.
That's a motion. Is there a second?
I'll make the second.
There is a second. Any further discussion?
I'd like to add that she's done a fantastic job, and I know just how serious she takes her job, and I know she continues to take her appointment very seriously, so thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brazel. Any further discussion? Seeing none. Mr. Jones, any discussion? Hearing none. Mr. Tucker, any discussion, and how do you vote?
No discussion, I vote yes.
That's a yes from Mr. Tucker remotely. All those who are present in favor, raise your hand. It's unanimous. We have 6 votes in favor. Ms. Hannah. Thank you, gentlemen. That moves us to item number C, accommodations tax, or A-tax. Looks like we have multiple appointments or reappointments. We'll just take them in order. Mr. Cato, do you have a motion?
I do. I would like to
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Mr. Tucker, yes, sir.
I think these are just supposed to be in the packet. Check with Miss Hannah for a vote for the 28th on the ATAX, if I'm not mistaken, because these just got submitted in our packet.
I will have to defer to Ms.
Go
Hannah
around,
on
so.
the number of times they've been in the packet.
Hello, can you hear me?
Paul, one second, Mr.
I
Jones.
can't
We're
hear
sorting through a point of order. These should be up for vote for the 24th? And so discussion only tonight? Okay, for Shoemaker and Tucker, they're up for which date? Okay, 24th. Those will be discussion only, gentlemen, for tonight. But Mr. Cato has a candidate who has properly been included in the packet, correct? Okay.
Myself as well.
Mr. Cato, is there a motion? Mr. Tucker, yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
And what I didn't get a chance to finish, she was also checking with Mr. DeBose. We were talking last week, she and I, they're out of rotation. They're supposed to be in rotation. That since the board has been depleted, we got down to one member. She and I won't put it on her, but wanted to re-kick this off in proper order. So that's why I was asking, can we appoint them? We can appoint them tonight, but we need to kind of stagger the. But I was waiting to get information back from her, from Mr. DeBose, on how we was going to do that. So that's why I was asking for the continuation for the ones that's eligible tonight, just to try to get it in order. If they don't want to wait, appoint them.
All right, well, let's wait for the 24th to make sure we've got the proper stagger in place. Mr. DeBose is nodding his head yes, to make sure we've got those particular candidates staggered in the right seats. But that still has Mr. Cato.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tucker. Mr. Cato, do you have a motion?
I do. I have one reappointment for Miss Monica Frazier to the Accommodations Tax Advisory Commission.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
There is a second. Any discussion, Mr. Cato?
None here.
Any other discussion from those who are present? Seeing none, Mr. Bradley, saw you lean in.
I'm not going to be here at the next meeting. So if I could make my appointment tonight, I would like to. If John DeBose tells me I can't, then I won't. Legal?
I think it's premised on whether the appointee that you wish to appoint appeared in the prior agenda package.
So I'd like to appoint Thomas Mulliken, if he's appeared in the packet, if that's okay, that's what I'd like to do tonight.
And I would.
Well, let's get through the current motion, and then we'll take it up. All right, any other discussion on Mr. Cato's appointment? Seeing none for those who are present. Mr. Tucker, any discussion remotely?
No discussion. I vote yes.
Okay, that's a yes vote. Mr. Jones, do we still have him? Mr. Jones?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Here you are.
Any discussion?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Oh, no discussion.
How do you vote on the appointment motion by Mr. Cato for ATAX?
In favor, and they were in the packet prior to this meeting, correct?
Correct. It's a reappointment.
Okay. Yes, I vote yes.
All right, that's 2 yeses remotely. And for those who are present and voting, raise your hand if you vote in favor. It is unanimous, Ms. Hannah. The reappointment is approved. Did you have any other motions? Or if you want to include it in the 24th, pending legal counsel's advice, any one of us is happy to make the motion for you, Mr. Brazel, if you won't be present next meeting.
I will not, and I'll be 6-hour time change, so I'll let, Derek, would you do it in my stead, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to, I'd like to have a little, I don't know if it's a point of order, what we call it, to give Mr. Brazel a chance to say anything he'd like to say, since he won't be able to say it next meeting about Mr. Mulligan.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Thomas is a great guy. He's deeply involved in the community, and we need his experience on this ATAX commission is vacated. And frankly, we need to get it put back together as soon as possible, and let everybody get to know one another, meet one another, and start reviewing things as we're entering the budget process. So if it were up to me, I'd get everybody in tonight, but process and due process tells us that we have to wait the next week. So it's my honor to be able to make the appointment and publicly state that I would like Councilman Shoemate to do it in my stead.
And I will do that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Any other discussion on the ones for the 24th? You had them on the agenda for discussion if you want them.
I have one for the 24th as well, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir. Ms. Hannah already has that name, or you want to get it to her before then?
It doesn't matter how, well, we have to wait because it has to be in the agenda packet prior before the meeting, that we vote on it. I understand that, so, but I mean, I just want to make sure that we understand we had 6 vacancies, right, that we had to fill.
Yes, sir. Okay. Ms.
You
Hannah,
know what, listen, let me finish, please.
sir?
We had 6, we had 4, okay, so each one of the council members are taking and making a motion, correct?
Not tonight. We only have one motion that we've just gone through from Mr. Cato.
Okay, very good. But I mean, each council member is going to get the opportunity to make a motion or to appoint an individual, correct?
To the extent they're
Or reappoint, Jimmy.
Or reappoint, yes, or reappoint.
to the extent their particular district has an opening, yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, I'll save mine for next meeting.
Okay. And I just want to make sure, Ms. Hannah, Mr. Mulligan's packet's going to be included, or you anticipate it's included? Okay. All right. Great. Thank you.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask one question, Mr. Chair?
Yes, sir.
How many seats are available if we after this one? We have 5.
Ms. Hannah. Into the mic, please. Yes, ma'am.
I can't hear you.
We'll have 1 vacancy.
Once the
We have
appointments
one
are,
vacancy?
once the anticipated appointments are made on the 24th, assuming those are all approved, you'll have 1 vacancy.
And you're including Mr. Jones's appointment being one of them that will be made?
Yes, sir.
So there's,
Yes.
you anticipate 3
Yes.
appointments?
And
Okay.
I'll have Ms. Hannah email us the chart again. I know it's a little bit hard to see it or participate remotely, but we'll email the chart out again just so everybody can see.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Eric. Yeah, I just want to make sure that my appointment was on there for the proper time and date.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Just because I never know if I'm going to lose you guys or not, we're moving on to council member briefings, and so I'll start with Mr. Tucker on council member briefings. Do you have any briefing for us, Mr. Tucker?
Very brief, Mr. Chair, if I can. I just want to remind everyone that can make it that we do have a budget workshop Thursday, which would be the 12th, March 12th. It will start at 4 p.m., not 3 p.m., so I want to put that out to you. Want to also let you know that we've had a great 2 weeks, these last 2 weeks with the workshops, and EMS did a magnificent job on the presentation earlier, and they've got stuff in this budget that they're proposing to us, meaning council, in a steady system where we can cover some of this territory and data that we're looking at. This was in place before we had the public comments and things and meetings, but I'm just letting you know that they're working on a system to make sure that we get more coverage as this county continues to grow throughout the county. So that concludes my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Tucker. Mr. Jones, any report? Mr. Jones, any council briefing? Hearing none, we'll move it to Mr. Shoemake. Any council briefing?
Just briefly, I saw Sheriff Bone here earlier in Corner West, but looks like they slipped out. I want to thank them for coming. Is it Garnett? Did I say it right? Or Garnett? Garnett. Mr. Garnett, thank you for coming. That's a really cool initiative, and we'll definitely take a look at that. I think I appreciate you plugging into the community so soon after being here. So thank you for coming and for that idea. And I just want to, again, thank obviously, I appreciate my daughter coming. That was her project, and it just means a lot. And I just think so much of these families. I mean, it is my opinion that our young folks in this county are our absolute greatest resource. And, to watch both these young folks get honored, it just means a great deal. This county doesn't survive if we don't provide a place that young people want to be at. And that's why it's important we balance all those things that we have. EMS is certainly important. but so are recreation, industry, all those things have to come into a balance. And I just appreciate this council for considering that. And I want to thank everyone on this council who helped with this. Chairman Connell, who helped with some donations, and Councilman Brazel. It wasn't really expressly said, but, he donated all the wood that was used in these benches, made the connection with the Charleston Bench Company and convinced them to basically give us all their pieces at cost. And on top of that, donated an additional piece. So, we oftentimes, argue up here, but that's all political. But, after the day after the meeting, Russell and I talked, and he was immediately on board to help. And the things that bring us together on this council, in this community, and I believe in this country, are far, far more adhesive than the things that tear us apart. So I just want to thank all my council members, and particularly Councilman Brazel, for helping this thing come to fruition.
Thank you, Mr. Shoemake. Mr. Brazel.
Derek, you're more than welcome. I appreciate the appreciation. It's absolutely, as a father, husband, son, the situation that we were honoring is something that I don't even like to think about. So I'd just like to send my condolences and prayers and continued support to the families. And I hope that that what we were able to do in the memorializing benches will bring peace and comfort to the family. So I appreciate what you did, and your daughter as well. She did a great job. And she's going to be quite the leader. I think she's going to outdo her dad.
I hope so.
So, thanks, guys.
Low bar.
Thank you, Mr. Brazel. Mr. Cato.
One more thing I just wanted to.
Remote members, if you could please mute your phone. Thank you.
There we go.
Mr. Brazel.
One more thing I'd just like to kind of update the public on and council. I was able to secure funding for the painting, the oil painting for the Rugley's Mill, and local businesses donated directly to the painter. And so I kind of removed myself and Kershaw County out of it and helped facilitate. Sorry? No. It's not done. We're about halfway there from funding opportunities, but I hand-delivered the deposit this morning in Mount Pleasant, and had a great meeting with the artist illustrator, Dale Watson. Such a nice guy. He's going to do a great job. It's going to be a really, really neat process. So still funding opportunity for about a little more than just over 50%. And I'm very thankful to the businesses. We'll do a nice plaque, and there'll be an opportunity. We'll do a plaque with everyone who donated and the sponsorship levels that can hang wherever council chooses. And he will do prints and proofs of that painting, and the sponsors will get first dibs on the first, I don't know, however many, the first 10 or 15 or 20, however many it is. He was very flexible and very excited about the project. So I think doing that for the 250th is a really neat and cool thing, and just glad to be able to be a part of that. And I appreciate everybody's support here on that project. So that was it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brazel. Mr. Cato.
Just a few things this evening. First of all, I want to thank everybody that's willing to serve on any of these committees and commissions. It takes a lot of dedication and time from your daily lives, and I really appreciate your willingness to serve Kershaw County in those capacities. I want to thank our administration and Will Glover and EMS for their presentation tonight. That provides a little bit of insight into what we're looking at. And I hope it continues the conversation of what we need to do to get better. I mean, we can always improve, and I look forward to that. In response a little bit to this issue with the building in Bethune, we all have different priorities in the budget, and we have different things that we have to continue to look at. And we have employees up there that are working in a building that's about to fall apart. So, we don't need to ignore EMS by no stretch of the imaginations, but we still have to look out for other issues in the county as well. We can't just stop and concentrate just on one thing. This is a government that all of us have to make sure continues to run properly. Lastly, I've had a lot of calls this week about the ball fields and why they haven't been opened. I was saddened to learn today that we had a little bit of vandalism take place at the new field in Bethune. That really upsets me to know that we fought so hard to get something, and I know this has happened in KC West also. We fight so hard to have nice stuff, and then we have people go out there and damage it. Makes no sense to me. I don't understand why you'd want to do that. And that's the law enforcement side of me coming out. It just burns me up to know that somebody would want to damage our property after we work so hard and spend so much money to have nice stuff. And we're a little bit behind on getting the ball fields open. And for that, I apologize, but with weather and different issues arise that we can't help on the projects, but it's coming. I promise you it's coming. And it should be coming soon. And I know Mr. Temper made comment on this also in his comments, but I just ask that the citizens respect these places that we spend this money on, and that we enjoy them and have them there for future generations. So that's all I've got to say tonight. I hope y'all all have a safe night.
Thank you, Mr. Cato. Appreciate everyone who participated in the agenda tonight and presented, staff and otherwise, those who came out for public comment as well. Two things I wanted to share, and really I'm talking to my son tonight, Bennett. His birthday is tomorrow, and if he ever sees this, I just want to tell him happy birthday. Very proud of him at the spry age of 8 tomorrow, and the young man that he is becoming. And I also want to congratulate him on his decision to be baptized, which will occur this Saturday. And I want to tell you that that's one of the most important decisions you will ever make in your life. And I'm so proud of you. That concludes my report. Mr. Administrator, any briefing for us?
Yes, sir. I just have a couple things. This past Saturday, I was able to participate in something over at the Veterans Park, right at the boat ramp there, where we were with our stormwater team that initiated this project, and with the huge help of the Clemson Extension, we were able to plant some native species plants along the bank to help control some erosion and stabilize that. Very interesting. I hope they do more projects like that throughout the county. It was very educational and obviously functional. It's going to go a long way with preventing any kind of erosion and protecting the what we put in over there from the hazards of the river, but naturally. So it was a really neat project. Going back to the recreation updates, got just a handful of numbers here. Some very good participation numbers for spring baseball, softball participation. Baseball participants were at 830. Softball, we're at 170. That's 1,000, but then when you add tech soccer in there, we're right around 1,400 kids participating in recreation types or driven sports in Kershaw County. With our projects coming on with Boyd Young and Copeland, we were able to have Mount Pisgah fields as a stopgap while these fields become more complete. What the holdup is right now with Boyd Young and Copeland, aside from some vandalism, is the grass taking root. We have sod out there, and we're very close. And if my mom used to say, if it's worth having, it's worth waiting. I know this is just the final hours of these projects, and we're so close. You go out there, they look really nice. The grass is taking hold. It's green, but we just want to make sure it's right so there's longevity to these. It'd be a shame to go out there and then have to repair if we get out there too soon. The Bethune baseball area up there. We've been working on that, and I think, Mr. Cato, I think that should be all ready to go and tightened up possibly by Monday's practices. So they've been up there several times this week. So they had Friday, Monday, today, and I think they're going to get out there tomorrow and hopefully finish it up. So it should be ready to roll up there as another stopgap to take the place of these two fields that that are still just kind of in the wee hours of their completion. We did have some fence damaged up there, the nice new black fencing. The coated fencing was damaged by some individuals climbing over it, so it's bent and things like that, so we have to address that. Back to your point about, you know, these are our parks. It's our money, it's your money, it's my money, and I don't understand the vandalism either. It'll boil your blood to go over there and look at Casey West, where somebody ran through the nice new grass over there and tore it up in a vehicle. Like you, I don't understand it. Boyd Young Copeland, they did the walkthrough for the punch list. There's a few little, nominal issues over there, but the goal for that is to have them done by 3:20. And then if all the punch list is completed and satisfactory, then right around the first week of April, we should get on those fields and start playing and practicing. So that'll be real nice there. So that's all I have. Any questions on those items, I'm happy to answer, but that's it.
Council members?
Councilman Tucker had kind of briefed me earlier on QRV. Administrator, can you elaborate that on, or Sammy, would you like to?
Oh, in terms of the...
Yeah, let the administrator. The floating at QRV we got in the area up there, northern end of the county.
Yes, and thank you for bringing that up. I wanted that. We just missed that during the presentation. But in response to the concerns up there in that area, we have deployed a QRV for a minimum of 10 hours, so increasing presence up there, and so we'll keep track. We're encouraging crews to, if you're up in that area, find something to eat up in that area, Beaver Creek or just whatever, so just have more presence up there. And that will be a proof of concept. If we can expand on that anymore, we certainly will. But there is an effort and an initiative that was in direct response to the last meeting with the public comments and things like that. We listened, we heard, and we responded. So it's kind of a toe in the water, but we'll see the effectiveness in it, and we'll certainly keep track of the data and certainly explore that.
Thank you for moving so quickly on that. I appreciate it.
Any other questions? Thank you, Mr. Templer. Any legal briefing?
I'm going to keep the streak alive. I have no public briefing.
All right, sounds good. Gentlemen, we have an executive session on the agenda. Discussion of a personnel and employment matter under SC Code 30-4-70. Do we have a motion to enter executive session?
I'll make a motion.
There is a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
There is a second. Any discussion on it? Oh, we got one, Mr. Tucker. Any discussion on executive session? Seeing none, and just for the public's benefit, no vote is anticipated. Seeing none, all in favor of entering executive session with those who are present? It is unanimous in favor for those who are present and voting. Mr. Tucker, how do you vote?
I vote yes, but Mr. Jones was on the line. I don't know if he got a chance to do his council briefing, but can you hear me? Address it when we come out.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
We did.
I
We
vote
did.
yes.
You vote yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Jones. We're in executive session.
All right, Mr. Jones, they're gonna hang out. I meant transfers over in the executive session. Are you moving around?
Seek a motion to exit executive session.
Make the motion, make a second.
We got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, raise your hand if you're in favor of exiting executive session. We are out of executive session. No votes required as previously disclosed. Seek a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
We got a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of adjourning, raise your hand. Ms. Hennings, it's unanimous by those who are present and voting. We are adjourned.